Well, we're tracking back to the Anambra State story we told you earlier. The Nnobi community in Idemili South local government area has drawn the attention of the Anambra State government to the havoc being caused by the erosion and flooding following the ongoing dualization of the Agulu Nnobi Nnewi Okija Road. The community is appealing to the government to take drastic action to save the impending loss of lives and the ongoing monumental loss of property already being recorded in the area. In a statement made available to Signature TV, spokesman and community leader in the area, Ebubechukwu Etudo, said the prompt action by the government will avert the impending mass displacement of more residents and the famous Afo Nnobi market. Etudo said that he had about 6 months ago alerted the government on the possible impact of a project after agents of the state government marked most properties on the Nnobi axis of the said road for demolition in order to pave the way for the dualization project. He noted that the project did not follow due process such as environmental impact assessment as prescribed by law and that the landowners were not notified that their land was required for public purposes. Etudo said there was neither a prior survey of the road, which according to him is a breach of the Federal Highway Act, nor a proper enumeration and valuation of affected properties in breach of the Land Use Act. The community leader appealed to the state's government to suspend the project, evaluate it for the compliance with extant laws, and complete the Nnobi Ring Road, which appears to have been truncated. Anyways, we have our staff, apparently, who is from Nnobi in Anambra State, who would give us an update. I'm aware that he have actually spoken to a few persons down that axis to give us an insight into what exactly is going on. Chris, MADUKA, thank you for joining.
Thank you, Charles.
Right. Can you give us like an update of where this is in Anambra and how exactly the people there are feeling regarding this update?
This is exactly Nnobi, the Ebenesi quarters in Nnobi. Ebenesi is on the track, the quarter in Nnobi, after from Nnobi going down to Nnewi. They are the people who occupy that area of Nnobi until you enter Nnewi. So Ebenesi of Nnobi, you know, they have this border, the border Nnewi community, and they're on that slope. Of course, you have the popular St. John's Anglican Church, very close to where this event you are watching on the video happened. And there were devastation of enormous logistic monumental capacity that we can talk about. People's lives are at risk, and we have to adjust evident of what is going on. That's what is going on.
I understand that there's supposed to be a road being constructed. That place is almost done with its clearing, the first portion, and because of the construction of the road, that's why it's causing this particular.
Well, let's start with saluting the great work that the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, is doing. There has been marked, you know, Agulu, you know, is Adazienu, Adaziano, Nokwa, Nnobi, Nnewi. When you get to Nnewi, we start heading towards Ozoblo, Okija. That particular major route, they call it Nwagu Agulu, major square, down to Nnobi. It's on a slope. There has been demolitions of marked, properties have been marked, and the demolition and the construction has started up to 40%. The drainages are being constructed. The only thing we are seeing here, the damage that is outcome of these, because the rainy season just come, and some of these drainages that are still under constructions and some of those demolished portions, because it's almost like a flood track down to Nnobi Nnewi from Nwagu, that is that slope. That's the track of that road. Now, when these places are not properly done, I don't know how many contractors that are handling from Nwagu down to Nnewi. So you find some places where some people have done their own the sewages, I mean the gutters have been constructed. While you go down some, he said only clearance and the marked, and they are making an attempt to load up the skeletal works to study. So when this rain came, it swept off everything. If you move to where the very important personalities, we can use their houses as landmark. Go to the front of Anna, the late Anna house in Adazi. Move down to Water. You will see the devastation of this rain. Get to Adazi Nuku, where you find, move down to Nokwa. There's a church and the filling station in Adazi, where they call the Oko Adazi angle of it, just on moving down towards Nokwa. You will see the devastation of this rain and with the flood. So what are we saying? It was good work that the governor has started, that he said, but the delay, and they took for granted that the rain is coming. And as we are now at the peak of rainy season. Now, some people have paid a great price when their houses were demolished. Some houses were cut into three-quarter. I know of a house, the Ezekoli family house in Nnobi, were cut, three-quarter of the house were cut off. Nobody is staying in that house. It's a 3-story building. And the house was just cut into two, and then one half has been done with the road. This erosion at Nnobi cleared even those portions that were cut. All the skeletal civil works that have been done to lay the road, we have been swept all by the road and taken down. And then the major portion we are using this because we went down and collected the video we are showing here now. Happened live at Benesi. The family, the man wake up and his family, in fact, everything he has ended his life were swept away. And just because they are staying near the road. So this flood, when it come, started pushing down houses, walls, because he has left some of the drainages because they have not been laid through. And they carried, a lot of, things and waste. When they are blocked, the water will surge and go into the farmlands. Half of the farmlands, these people are planted here and already counting down for September for the Nnobi people to think about Ayol when they harvest the yams. All the yams in some of the farms have been swept off. The government of Anambra State need to go down. What we are saying is that why we are handling it this way is to draw attention. Draw attention of Anambra State government. You started a good work. And this, because of delay, maybe the contractors, there has to be a way to sort out this quickly.
But what is the way out? Because again, you can't ask the state government to stop the road construction because the construction is actually on the way. And it does look like if you stop it, it will even be worse because the rains just started.
Okay.
So what can be done?
That the people, let's tell you, the people supported at great pains. Despite the community leaders who had made written statements to the governor, even when the work was started, he said, do a thorough environmental impact assessment of what this will, let the people see. It was not done. If government did it, they felt they can do it without letting the people know. The community leader talked about it in your news, and we was quoted. Then the second time these erosions came, he said, I called the attention of the government that if this thing is not done, it will lead to what we have seen now. Now it has come. Nobody resisted the government from doing the road. They did the markings, marked out the places and gave people the short notice to evacuate, and they disposed and accumulated the properties of the people. And then because they are government, people allowed them to do that. Now, how do you count the pains? If you get to a point in Nnobi where you have Nnobi Welfare Organization Hall, very near the man who represented the Idemili North and South at the federal outside, Odedo, near his house, there are a family in those places, in quarters of Nnobi, as you are coming down from Nokwa, the whole entire areas were devastated. The families,
right.
There are people there, the Okongu family, people that have their houses on the track.
We have to go.
All we are so, and then that's what we are saying. So we are saying the government should go back, find a way of compensating the people because they are not stopping them from doing the work. Absolutely. And then mandate the contractors to expedite action. Because we know the campaign is on, and if nothing is done, government attention might be diverted to campaign. Absolutely. But the people, the rain is still here and it's going to do more damages. All
right, we'll have to leave it there. Chris, many thanks. I'm sure that the government will do something quite quickly so as to avert this pending doom, because the rainy season are still very far off. We still have July, August, September, October. Sometimes it even gets to December. But we're back shortly after this break. Do stay with us.
Signature TV, news in your pocket.